Hi, I'm Dr. Mikey Linzelnicki, and I'm an optometrist that specializes in vision therapy and rehabilitation. I'm here today to work with the OXG esports team, assessing their vision and their visual function. The first thing that we're going to do is check your distance visual acuity one at a time. So I'm going to have you take this, and you can cover your right eye first. And looking out there at that chart, what is the lowest line of letters that you can read clearly? So what we're going to do next is we're going to test your distance visual posture. So eyes have a tendency to turn in or turn out. No one's completely straight, so we're going to assess that first. I'm going to have you look at this letter K. So I'm going to cover and uncover. You just keep looking out there, and I'm just going to watch your eyes. Again, this looks at your eye posture. So everybody's eyes have a tendency to want to turn in or turn out. Excellent. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to work up close. So I'm going to have you follow this pen just with your eyes, okay? Excellent. You guys wouldn't be sitting at this table if you didn't have good vision, right? Like good, accurate visual skills. When we're looking at our athletes, your visual skills are always right where they should be or a little bit better. So when I'm looking at you and what I'm trying to do is bring you guys to the next level, really looking at vision enhancement other than fixing something that's wrong, because you guys wouldn't be here if you had poor vision and poor vision skills. Lax, overall, you were pretty good with all of your visual skills. Just a slight reduction in your visual acuity with your glasses. But overall, your other visual skills were right where they should be, really fast, accurate. Fox, we know we need for you to wear your glasses. And again, seeing clearly is the first step in vision. So if you're not seeing clearly and accurately, that's going to affect your performance. So we really need to get you in an appropriate pair of glasses that allows you to see clearly, because other than that, everything else was well within normal. Vertical, good overall, just right on the edge of normal for 3D vision. But overall, all of your skills were fantastic. Kino, slight little,
Damn.
Yeah, slight.
God damn.
Just a slight undershoot. So you had made like a stutter step with your saccades.
Oh, you do the kiki peek with your eyes. Let's get it.
No, with Kino is that his stereo was actually the fastest. I was explaining to him, we don't always like to look at it, can you just do it, but like the quality of his responses, and he was flying through it. So so that eye teaming piece for him is really, really strong. And then lastly, Yag.
Lost cause.
No, really overall really great. Again, your 3D was within normal, but again, just a little bit less than perfect. Don't rag on him.
If you had pictures of like crops, you would have got 100%.
The only thing I'm going to say overall, which I think this is an adaptation that you guys have made, your focusing muscles are really good at ramping up and being able to quickly make that change. But universally, all of you guys were a little bit slower at relaxing that muscle. When I was doing that flipper, that one side was super easy, that other side was like, ooh, this takes a second. Overall blanket for all of you guys. And I think, again, it's because your eyes have made the adaptations to be able to focus at near for a really long period of time. My recommendation for all of these players is to make sure that they're taking visual breaks. Try not to make their phone before they start gaming. Overall, make sure that you are taking visual breaks and protecting your eyes from screens, even if you don't have a prescription.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Klosterman. I'm a sports performance optometrist here on behalf of Synaptech. Today, the OXG athletes are going to be exposed to the Synaptech Sensory Station and strobe eyewear. We are a biotechnology company that enhances perceptual visualization of the world. It will be interesting to see the younger, newer athletes competing against the more established ones. Some of these skills are trained, and so I theorize that in certain aspects, the older veterans will outperform the younger ones, but at the same time, some of these perceptual skills are lost as we age. So the younger athletes might have a little edge in certain domains. So each of these tests are designed to find your failure point. So as you get correct responses, it's going to get more difficult. Once you make a mistake, it's going to get easier, and it's going to bracket in your results. So as you're looking at that C, you're going to touch in the center of the screen, and you're going to swipe in the direction that it's open. So on this one, you would swipe down, and then swipe to your left. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, double tap your screen there, and cover your left eye, and then you start to swipe.
I mean, this is impossible.
It's going to get smaller. As you get incorrect responses, it'll get bigger until we bracket in your actual threshold.
Is there something on the screen? God damn. Is there something there?
Absolutely.
No way.
So most standard eye exams stop at 20/20. This will go 2.5 lines beyond that, which is where human threshold is. So the next one is called contrast sensitivity. So it's the difference in obviously contrast, but if you're outside and it's a cloudy day versus outside on a sunny day. Games that are low contrast, harder to see, you feel like you're straining. We're trying to decide where your threshold for sensitivity to different levels of contrast is at. So on this one, you're going to swipe in the direction you see the little bullseye pattern.
Yeah.
So you would swipe up, right.
So I'm confused. Is there something in the circle? Yes. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're moving into depth perception. So depth perception is the ability of the brain to actually to give us this illusion of depth that we really don't have with our eyes alone. Just a different way of testing depth perception compared to the kind of traditional fashion we do in the red and blue filters are going to isolate certain colors of circles on the screen. And so one of these 4 circles should look like it's kind of hovering off the screen closer to you than the other 3. Can you see any of them that you think are kind of hovering off the screen?
Left?
Yes, so you would swipe left. Good. Last 2 tests are on the big screen. Eye-hand coordination. You're just trying to touch the green targets as fast as you can. Just use 1 finger on each hand.
I gotta win this one. That's all I care about.
Good. And then the last test is the same type of premise there, except now it's going to go at 0.6 of a second. So it's going to go really fast. And you have to make a decision. So you're going to hit the green ones, but not hit the red one.
Wow, okay. I'm not that fast. I'm not Bolo.
So this is compared to other professional elite esports athletes in your game. Visual clarity, contrast sensitivity, depth perception.
Yep.
Actually the bottom 5%.
Yep.
Was it all,
Yes,
was it
sir.
all blank?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
did you not
Oh
see
no,
it?
there was nothing on the screen for me. Nothing on the screen.
Kino, you were in the 62nd percentile.
Nice.
On visual acuity, so above average. In the visual skills, as predicted, Kino takes that one.
Yeah,
can
we knew. I can't see. So, I mean, that's not my fault.
On perception span, now we go into the cognitive. Perception span, multiple object tracking, and reaction time.
Yeah,
False.
I won.
Yeah, you won.
No
so,
doubt.
87th percentile in perception span. That's good.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
easy. Yeah, no, I would smoke professional athletes at that. Yeah.
Kino, you were at 37th percentile.
Oh my god.
Perception span, 45th percentile on multiple object.
I
Oh,
don't use my hands. That's not fair.
you don't use your hands.
No, I don't
You're a
use my
professional
hands.
gamer.
No, I use my mouse.
I mean, I don't get why we talk about it like, oh, Kino's younger. Like, I'm 2 years older than Kino. I'm 2 years older. I'm faster.
Reaction time, box 1.
Yeah.
75th percentile. Kino, 22nd percentile.
Jesus Christ! What the? You're a professional athlete, an esports athlete. We should have taken this test when we were doing tryouts.
I'm in.
And then on the eye-hand coordination, go, no-go, Fox wins
Yeah.
again. 97th percentile in eye-hand
my
coordination.
God.
God damn.
93rd percentile in go, no-go. Kino, 61 percentile and 67th percentile, respectively. Walking into the Oxygen Esports team house is really a pretty cool experience to see where they all live together, they all train together, they're spending 5 days a week staring at a screen for 8 hours straight, and the visual demand of that is super taxing. So to kind of see how they live and work as a team, both on the game, but they're working as roommates, helps develop that bond just like any other sport. I think it's kind of neat to see, just like a basketball team, football team, that they build that little camaraderie and that teamwork.
One thing that I really liked that I did on the on-screen side of things was the perception and peripherals and the hand-eye coordination. I really learned and honed in on the skills that I even just do in gaming in general. The percentage for my accuracy actually really high, so that was really cool to see and have that correlated to also my end game as well. Yeah, and along the sides of just learning all that stuff, I've also learned exercises that I can just do at home on a daily basis. So I'm definitely gonna be doing tons of that thanks to Dr. Z and Dr. K for giving me those tools and little small things that I can do at home.
It was a really enjoyable experience being able to test our eyesight versus teammates, be able to find a little more information about our eyesight, how to improve it, how to take care of it in the long run. And honestly, I already knew my eyesight was bad, but I didn't know it was as bad as it was now. So I look forward to being able to get my own personal prescribed version of Gunnar glasses for me.
I want to say thank you to Dr. Z and Dr. K, and especially Gunnar for coming out here and working with us. I'd say one of the highlights of What we did today was interacting with the guys and like competing on who's better on hand-eye coordination and like who has a better eyesight, who's just better overall in like certain situations. What I learned from today is definitely taking breaks over like long gaming sessions.
Thank you to Gunnar, Dr. Z, and Dr. K. My highlight of the day was seeing how I ranked up to my teammates on the visual test that we did. And the biggest thing that I learned today would just be the importance of taking care of your eyes while you're young.
I have to be honest, gaming is not something I'm very familiar with. So coming here today was a really eye-opening experience. Getting to meet with the players helped me to address their visual needs better, to understand what they do and how they do it. So I think it's really important to note that these players are professionals. So their visual skills are already at a high level. So all of their tests really came out within normal range. I'm looking at, with these training exercises, to take them to that next level, to enhance their vision, and they really responded well to it. They understood what I was saying and what I was getting at and how it translated over to their experience as a gamer.
I think the team had fun. You know, the biggest things about the SnapTech Sensory Station is it reveals surprises, lots of surprises. You know, people think that their visual acuity is as good as anybody. They might think their reaction time is the fastest in the group, but there's no cheating the system, you know, and so it's designed to pick up intricate little details and deficiencies between elite athletes. We're trying to pick up those little areas of improvement. And so I think each of the teammates learned that they have areas that they can still improve on to be a better individually and as a team.